He's cute. That's David. Hi! Welcome back. We are doing makeup today. Recently, I posted some subscription box videos, and I'm kind of alternating between makeup videos and subscription box videos. So the last one was a box, and today it is makeup. Thanksgiving is over. I can't believe it's actually over. We've all been working up to it, and now Thanksgiving is over. But fall is not over. We still have these beautiful fall leaves. Everything is still nice and cool, not freezing outside yet. And we've got warm colors that we're walking outside to. I am inspired by fall colors. I found these earrings yesterday in a random box. I just found them, which are perfect for what I was wearing. It was perfect for Thanksgiving. I decided to kind of go with this theme for makeup. I also took about 100 photos today of this beautiful neighborhood in the city where I'm living. I also want to do a look that is inspired by those photos. Today's look is going to be fall leaf inspired. First things first. Did I put you somewhere weird? There you are. I found you. Well, this is my makeup brush container. I think it's adorable. That's the perfect makeup brush holder. The first thing I'm going to do is put concealer under my eyes, because I have very blue circles under my eyes and I have to cover those suckers up. I think that most of us instinctually rub things in this motion to get something into our face instead of what I just did, which is patting. It's something that I definitely had to get used to. Patting to get something in or on versus what I am normally accustomed to, which is rubbing. With serums, with moisturizers, you put it on and you just rub it in. But if you do your makeup and you rub it in versus pat with a blender, you'll see a very stark difference in what your face looks like. You'll see lines from rubbing it in, or let's say you've got foundation on your face. If you pat it, it's pushing the makeup into the skin, whereas if you did that, you're gonna leave a bunch of lines. Takes getting used to, but pat, don't smear. On to the next thing, I'm going to prime my eyes. In contrast to what I just said to how you should apply foundation or any kind of face product to your face, by patting instead of smearing or rubbing, I basically paint my eyeshadow base on. I don't really care how it's going to look because I'm going to be putting stuff all over it anyway. So if there are lines, unless there are creases which need to be patted out, I'm not really that concerned about it. Until recently, I would always put my makeup on my face first and then do my eye makeup. But after watching several videos of professional makeup artists suggest to do your eyes first and then the rest of your face, I started doing that. One thing I'm gonna add to the beginning before I do my eyes or my face, I'm gonna do my brows. I feel like I have a hard time telling what my face is going to look like without my brows being on. So I'm gonna do my brows, and then do the eyes, and then the face. I am currently on a brow journey. I do not know exactly the right technique to make my brows look the way I want them to, so I'm gonna be trying different things maybe every time I do a video, every time I do makeup really. I know what I want them to look like, but I don't really know how to get them to look the way I see them looking. I probably need more brow products, different brow products. The only thing I have right now is this brow pen or pencil. I'm not sure which you would consider it to be. And I also have another really fantastic brow pencil. This one is by Winky Lux and this one is by NYX. I actually prefer this, but this is literally all that's left. I want to save it because I like it a lot. Winky Lux is fine. I probably should get a brow gel, something else. I think it was the last video that I made. I mentioned that it was suggested by these MUAs that you should use 2 eyebrow products to make your brows look more dimensional and more interesting? No. And more realistic, I guess. But I just have this one brow product, so I'm going to keep trying different things with it and see if I end up with a result that I really like. One thing that I have been doing ever since I saw her say this, Michaela Noguera
Meow!
had shown us in a video how to do a nice bushy brow. How she did it was create a baseline underneath here, frame out the brow, do upstrokes throughout the whole thing. And that's what I'm gonna try to keep doing. Also, I shouldn't just assume that you all know what I already know, and what I know is only what I'm seeing from these makeup artists. The way that Robert Welsh says to not do your brows is to create a block. This should just be light, get more intense as the brow gets from the head to the tail. Where you should actually start filling things in is not quite the middle, but where your hair starts going to one side. So these go up and these start going to the side. So I'm gonna start here, make this darker all the way over. The tail's gonna be the darkest. And then I'm gonna go in with as fine strokes as I can with this thing. That's gonna be the last thing I do. If you happen to mess up the head right here and you go too dark, you can lighten that up by rubbing this way, and then you can brush it up, and that's going to make the head of your brow lighter. And if you mess up underneath the brow or above the brow, that's when you can go in with your eyeshadow base or your concealer and correct it. My brows naturally are like siblings, but not twins. They are different. And so I try my best to make them look similar, but they're never, ever gonna look the same. They just have different thickness, different everything. They're just different. They're related, but they're not twins. What I just mentioned about lightening your brow, the head of it, if you mess it up, if you make it too dark and you need to lighten it up, make it even, I need to do that right now, so you're gonna see it in action. I don't want to lighten it up too much, so I'm not going to do this motion. I'm just going to brush it up to get a little bit of the product off that brow. What does Manny anyway say? I forgot what he says. Back with the brows.
Back and the brows are filled.
I forgot what he said. That's what he says. If you all don't follow Manny MUA, you should. He is one of my favorites. I have found so many makeup artists through Robert Welsh. All the makeup artists who he talks about have so much more recognition than he does. But Robert Welsh is the one who turned me on to everybody. I didn't know anyone. I would not have known anyone were it not for Robert Welsh. I learned about Michaela Noguera and Manny MUA and Christy something, but I've found so many makeup artists through Robert Welsh. So anyway, if you don't know Robert Welsh, if you do not know Michaela Noguera, if you do not know Manny MUA, go watch their videos. They're the reason why I'm doing this at all. They've taught me everything I know. My brows are done. My eyes are done. Now I can go in with colors. I know what colors I want to do, but I haven't picked out the palettes yet, and I have a feeling I'm going to use 2 or 3 different palettes because there isn't going to be one with all of the colors that I want to use in it. I know that I want to use green, orange, yellow, and red. Most of them don't have all of those colors together. I have taken out almost every single palette I have out of indecision. Since I know the colors I want to use, but I'm not sure the shades or the type of shadows, if I want them to be a matte or a shimmer, I'm going to swatch out a few, compare them, and then decide. I'm going to start with the reds. That's insane. Hello. That's a great fall color. That's pretty nice. I'm acting like I've never seen these colors before. I've used these colors before several times. Even though I've used these colors before, I haven't used them the exact same way every time. Swatching them out gives me another perspective because I've got an image in my mind, and seeing them swatched out will either match the mental image that I have or it won't. But I'm no stranger to these, nor am I a stranger to any of the other colors I will be swatching out. That's a no. That is way too berry, like raspberry, for what I'm going for. It's too pink. No. Which direction am I going in? That one's still too pink. So we're gonna just completely avoid this entire palette. When you think of fall, you think of maybe muted colors, maybe not so vibrant colors. You think of maybe more subtle yellows and oranges. But if you actually pay attention to the leaves, if you look at them, if you really look at photos, these colors are insanely vibrant. Instead of going for a warmer, more brown red, I think this third one, it's very red, but With the yellow and the orange and the green, it's going to look more fall than just brown. Of course, there's lots of brown in fall, but a lot of the leaves are super, super, super red. So I'm going to use the reddest one I have here. That really beautiful, vibrant red came from the Suva Beauty Saffron palette. This is what the rest of it looks like, and it is just beautiful. Really great colors for fall. It is one of the options for the Try Beauty box, the next one that's coming out. So if you haven't already picked your palette, or if you're thinking about ordering a new subscription box, I swear to God, if I talk about subscription boxes one more time, I'm gonna just throw myself in the river. If you are interested in getting the Try Beauty box, the saffron palette is one of the options to come in it. I suggest either getting the saffron palette by itself from Suva Beauty or getting the Try Beauty box subscription. Now I need green. I need green. Oh, I know a green. That's not right. That's not right for this. So like I said about the red, the green also, we're thinking of kind of like duller colors for the fall. Like everything is dying, everything is tapering off. So the greens we're probably imagining in our head are more subtle greens. Again, if you go outside and you look at everything, there are going to be super, super, very saturated. Saturated? Is that the opposite of what I'm trying to say? No, saturated. Yeah, they're going to be very, very saturated green leaves, green foliage. I'm going to go with a more vibrant green, just like I'm going for a more vibrant red. I hope it all comes together in the end. We'll find out. Greens. The first green I'm going to try out is going to be the Gun Metal green in the Juvia's Place, the Nomad palette. After I'm done swatching all these things out and I've decided on the colors that I want to use, I will show everyone colors in the pan and the palette and tell you what the company is. It's very dark in the pan. This is kind of the green that people assume fall is, but not really. So I might stay away from that green. I don't have that many green eyeshadows, so I'm a little bit limited. That shimmery green is almost the exact same color and shade of the matte green that I just put on. So they might be good together, we'll see. They're also not super vibrant, and vibrant is what I'm looking for right now. Yeah, well, that's vibrant. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the vibrant colors. That's going to be the base. And if it's a little too vibrant, if they're not blending well together and they're not looking fall enough, then I will add the more subtle colors. Shades. I don't really need to swatch out the oranges and the yellows because I absolutely know what they look like. I needed to swatch out the reds and the greens because I wasn't sure what I was going to use. Now I know which reds and greens I'm going to use, and I know what yellows I'm going to use, so I'm going to go and get started. What am I going to do first? I don't know. Since it's fall and we're all kind of slowing down just like the world is, a lot of us don't really feel like putting in a whole lot of time into putting makeup on. We don't have a whole lot of energy. We're kind of wanting to snuggle up and get warm and cozy. So I'm going to try to throw together a really quick fall look for those of us who have those days when we're just like, yeah, I would like to wear makeup. That's what this look is going to be. I'm going to start by packing that really vibrant green in my crease, and then I'm going to blend it out to diffuse it. This is obviously very, very vibrant, but I really think that this is going to make this fall look really nice. I'm going in farther than I normally would because I'm going to do a cut crease. This is the green that I used in my crease. It is by Nomad and the palette is Lago di Como. What I'm going to use to diffuse that is the Gun Metal color here in the Nomad palette by Juvia's Place. So now that color is deepening up a little bit. I'm going to use a clean blender brush to buff out those edges. And now I'm going to blend those two greens together with this brush that I've just cleaned. What I'm using to clean my brushes is the color switch. I'm going to pull that dark gunmetal green from the outer corner of the eye into about a third or quarter of that top lid. And now I'm going to go in with a cut crease to clean this mess up. Where did this go? Here? Cut crease. And now I'm going to blend the edges of that cut crease out so that it is going to look a little more seamless when I put color on top of it. I tell you what, I'm getting better at these cut creases. Cut creases look so cool. You see them all over social media and everyone's doing them. Everyone's doing cut creases. I was intimidated by cut creases. I didn't think I would do a very good job. And of course I didn't. And you never do. You never do a good job at anything the first time you try it. That's when you practice and keep fucking going. So you get good at the thing you want to get good at. I'm going a little higher with my cut crease because every time I blink, I'm getting the product on my lid, that clean base, onto a space that's higher than where I had actually cut the crease. So I'm going to bring it a little higher so that stops happening. When I did the cut crease for the last makeup video, I completely covered up the color that I had on the lid above the crease. It was just gone. I think I had the cut crease too high, or maybe the color was too low, but you can still see the green behind the cut crease, which is the point. That's the point. Now is when things get interesting. I'm going to go in with red. It's not going to look Christmas because I'm going to use oranges and yellows too, but I'm going to start with red. Middle. Right now, all I'm trying to do is get color on the lid. I'm not trying to blend it out yet. I'm just getting the color down as much as I think I need. And as I'm adding more and more colors, they're going to continuously just blend into each other. So I'm not concerned about how crazy it's going to look right now. This shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who's seen me do my makeup, but I'm going to do an ombre effect. Shocking. I'm going to use the most vibrant orange in any palette that I have. I've got a vibrant red, I'm going to use a vibrant orange, and diffuse those colors with more subtle colors if they're a little too much. That orange and red are blending really nicely. Yeah. I said I wasn't going to swatch out any other colors other than the reds and the greens, but I have such similar yellows that I need to swatch them out really fast to compare. Well, that's obviously very light. That's better, we're getting there. I do love yellow. And I said this in one of the other videos that I did. Which video was it? One of the videos, I mentioned this. I talked about yellow in both of them, and I will probably talk about yellow in all of them because I love yellow. I love yellow eyeshadow. But yellows are really hard to get super pigmented. And so if any of you out there have a really, 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 really pigmented yellow, let me know, please. I would like to buy it. I've decided. I'm going to use the Julia's Place yellow in the Nomad palette, of course. I've used it so much lately. Of course I am. Yeah, this is why. My favorite yellow eyeshadow in all of these many, many palettes that I have is this one. Is this yellow? It is in the Nomad palette by Julia's Place. It's the most pigmented, it's the prettiest. So if you are looking for a yellow, good yellows are hard to find. I suggest the Nomad palette by Julia's Place. It is very affordable and it's beautiful. Can't go wrong. And very pigmented. It's looking pretty fucking good though. It is looking good. I'm gonna go back in with more red to even it out. Where did it go? My palettes are all getting lost in each other. I have so many palettes that are just everywhere. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, I'm like so excited looking at my eyes and looking at the earrings together. Like, this is fall. This is what I wanted. This whole thing. I just love fall so much. To be honest, I don't even think I'm gonna put any brown on my eyelids at all. Just green, red, orange, yellow. That's it. Yeah. Yep. Yes. I think I'm actually really happy with the lid and the crease. I don't want to do anything else to it. So I'm going to start putting color on the waterline and underneath the eye. I'm going to start with that gunmetal green. I think I want the red to stay on the upper lid. Upper lid? Eyelid? Primary eyelid? I want the red to stay up here. I don't think I want to bring it down underneath the eye. I think I'm just going to use the green and the yellow and leave the red and the orange up here so it's specific to just that space. That's what I'm going to do. Did I change my mind a little bit? Did I? I said I wasn't going to use any browns, but I want to use the yellow to buff out the green and whatever color is going to be right here. I was starting with yellow, but it's just not going to produce the look that I want. So I'm going to use this browny green on the inner part under the eye here, and then buff both that browny green and this more foresty green with the yellow underneath those. That's the plan. Yeah, the brown under the eye really, really, really pulls in everything and makes it really feel like fall. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Here I was just crapping on brown. I don't even think I'm gonna put any brown on my eyelids. But the brown really makes it look like fall. Makes a big difference. And now I'm gonna buff those out with that yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Now I'm gonna blend this green down here so it's not just this weird little chunk right here. Okay, look at that festive look. And I haven't used a single shimmer at all. Not a single shimmer. This is entirely matte. Every shade on my eye, matte. Hard, it's hard. I'm so tempted to put a shimmer inside here and under my brow. Oh right, liner. Hello. Hello. I tried to use this liner the other day. It came in BoxyCharm, right? Yeah, it came in BoxyCharm. It's Bodyography, and I used the brown one, which is Black Walnut. This one's Onyx, and I noticed while I was testing them out, the brown one looked weird and the black one looked fine. So I'm gonna try the black one. We'll see. The brown one going on hurt. Actually, legitimately hurt. So I'm hoping that maybe the formula's a little different. The formula felt different when I was drawing on my hands. The black and the brown just felt different. It was almost like they were two completely different pencils. So I'm gonna try the black Bodyology pencil and really hope for the best. I don't know if I've just been spoiled by these eyeliner pens, those felt ones, but it hurts. Putting eyeliner on with a pencil hurts. I'm used to that nice soft felt tip. I don't like this. When I was reading the description for this, it's made with coconut oil. The whole point of the coconut oil, they were really just hammering on the coconut oil is so that it glides on the eye. It does not. It doesn't. The reason why I'm doing these quick little motions is because it won't glide. The time that it would have taken for me to use that pen would be a fraction of the time that it's already taken for me to use this pencil. But I'm not a quitter, and I'm going to use this on the other side. I usually don't go that far in with the dark pencil. I usually stop at the inner part of my iris, but I wanted there to be a stark contrast between the yellow on my eyelid and the white of my eye, so I wanted to separate them with this black pencil. Okay. I am very excited because I just ordered a whole set of eyeliners. I think they're either gel or cream liners from ColourPop, and they're in all kinds of these beautiful colors, not just black, brown, tan, white. They're really pretty non-natural colors. I'm very excited to have them because I feel like that's just gonna up my game a little bit. I'll be able to try a whole bunch of new looks out with these colored pencils. I'm excited. ColourPop had a giant sale and I took advantage of it. Now I'm gonna do lashes and finish my face. Yeah, that's it. Usually I like to use the Rodial XXL if I'm using a thicker eyeliner because that mascara is very fibrous, makes my eyelashes very thick, look very long. But I'm gonna try the Kush mascara by Milk and just see. I just wanna see what it looks like. I used it the other day, loved it, but I also had a brown liner on, so we'll see. We'll see. What I love about this mascara is it separates all of your lashes individually. Every single one of your lashes now has a bold personality. It looks so good, each individual lash. It's not clumpy. It doesn't make your lashes super thick. They don't just stick together. It's not really wet. It's really nice. Okay. I might do the trick that I usually use. If I have darker eyeliner on, I might use a thinner eyeliner, finer. If I'm using a mascara that is not super thick, I will put that on first, and then the outer third, I will use the Rodial XXL to make it thicker, make it stand out more, because that corner is going to be darker. It's darker because of the shadow and the liner, but I might go in with the Rodial XXL just for that outer third. It's really nice to see my lashes. I'm so used to seeing them super clumpy. I'm impressed with this Milk mascara, this Kush mascara by Milk. Okay, now it is time for the face. I recently started using a foundation brush to apply my foundation instead of a beauty blender, and I haven't decided if I prefer one over the other or if one is good for certain places and the other is good for other places. So it's going to be a little bit of trial and error and a learning process. So the next thing that I'm going to do is apply bronzer. This may seem kind of silly, but there is a filter on Instagram that I have seen many MUA use, and it is really cute. I tried it out on myself, and I'm going to try to do some of the filter. I'm not going to do the freckles, but I want to see if I can make my skin look like the filter. We'll see. I'm going to apply some concealer to places that look like they're a little bit lighter in the filter and see how it looks on my face. This is not my normal blush or highlighter placement. It's different. I usually place my blush below the cheekbone or just right on it. The blush goes here, right on the cheekbone. The bronzer goes directly below it, and then right below that is the contour, which I may use. Why not? Let's do it. I feel like the filter that I'm talking about looks very youthful, and contour kind of ages you a little bit. So maybe that wasn't the best idea. I will try it again next time. Now I'm gonna go on with highlighter and see if I can place that in unusual places. I usually place highlighter right here along this line here, on the temples, on the nose, right here on the Cupid's bow, and sometimes just a little bit on the chin. But we're gonna go a little different today. I'm gonna add a little more blush right here because I feel like in the filter, it's really pink along the nose and cheeks right on the inside. Yeah. I think what it does is it's almost like a cute little sun-kissed glow right here. I guess all that's left now is lips. This is a very, very neutral light nude, and it's kind of washed my lips out a little bit, which could be a look, but I want to bring a little bit of orange in to go with the eye makeup and the earrings. So I'm going to use this all sparkly, glittery lipstick and just see what happens. Yeah, I didn't want a whole mouth full of sparkly, bronzy glitter. I wanted that nude color, but I just wanted to add a little bit of life to it, so it's working. So this is the final look, and this is my dog, Ruby, who is not amused at all. She's just trying to get comfortable. You have a wonderful view of her butt. I think she's almost comfortable. Getting there. So this is the final look. This is my fall look that I was inspired by today just by walking around this beautiful neighborhood, seeing all the new trees that have changed as opposed to the ones that had changed in early fall. It's a whole different thing. It's a late fall environment out there. It's beautiful. I can't focus. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this look. I really love it. I love fall colors. I love ombre, sunset kind of things. Anyway, I can't focus. I hope you also have enjoyed my dog, Ruby. Try really hard to get comfortable. I think eventually she will get there. So Ruby and I thank you for watching. She's probably the star. And I will see you for the next video, which will be another makeup look after I get back from vacation. What? So when I get back, I will make another video and I'll see you then. Bye. I get overwhelmed so easily, my anxiety creeps inside me. So since I did not prepare, no, I'm not gonna tell you guys that. Shut. I get overwhelmed. Oh my God, girl. God, Rebecca. Exactly what I was going for.